Scorpio, it has been a battle to get to this point, but you're finally here and it feels good, so enjoy it. Um, I feel like it's important that we go over exactly what this journey was and it was like, and just kind of look at this point you've reached as a checkpoint. So, before you move forward, you just want to look over everything that you've been through. Page of Wands, King of Cups. And just before this reading, I saw that you were in a lower place. You were lower than you belonged, and so you're being lifted up on solid ground. Six of Cups. This looks like an ex. It looks like you've been through a situation that maybe your ex is going through. Like, okay, so your ex might have been so toxic, right? I feel like he was or she was really toxic, and they might have even went through some mental issues or mental battles. And I feel like at some point you were so empathetic with this person that you were going through it as well. Yeah, so we got this ex a-hole texting you, trying to be part of your life, trying to get back into the picture. And it doesn't seem like he's changed or she's changed. We have two items coming from a phone call. So it looks like a male figure, but it seems like the energy is still the same. So for this person to be popping back up, it may be due to you thinking about this person or just kind of going back to a low place. I feel like this person is very feminine. And so he may be looking for a masculine energy out of you. And I feel like that was a toxic part of the relationship. Like he was forcing you to be more masculine than you are, be more masculine than you're comfortable being. And I just feel like the sex wasn't good at all. So let's look a little bit more into this. Like, we can skip ahead to your new love because I definitely feel like new love is on the way. But just a little bit more about this old love, because it's important that we close these doors so we can at least get a clear understanding of what exactly went down with this relationship. Why is it popping back up? And how are we to more? I just saw the Devil card again. So this could be a Capricorn. It feels like he or she has been gluing themselves to you, like they're fixated on your life. They want to eat your energy like a vampire. And this may have been the first time you've ever encountered something like this, where they're glued to your memories. Oh yeah, so we're moving forward. We're skipping past this negative energy. Anything with your family that might have enabled this relationship to begin in the first place? What was it about this person that attracted you to them? I feel like, okay, so with this Strength card in reverse, you might have been in a weak place. You might have been vulnerable or insecure, and this person gravitated to this energy. He sought you out like a victim, which is something that's, not far-fetched. Nowadays, you understand because of the experiences that you went through. But this experience is something that you can be grateful for. It has blessed you in numerous amount of ways for the simple fact that you were able to avoid other people like this. You can spot this energy a mile away. But this person definitely latched on to this vulnerability that you were going through. You might have been young. This could be coming from the past. So what sort of spirits did you pick up from this relationship? What spirits are you now in the need of getting rid of? I'm feeling like some of these entities could be disguised as something that you may need. The Lost. You have the Lost card in reverse. I'm going to clarify this right here. So I feel like with this Lost card, it's possible that this person, okay, there's a lot going on here. This person was pretending to be your hero. Like they wanted you to feel like the lost person. But this is coming from hundreds of miles away. It's like another world here. The Merchant. Some overseas importing goods. It might have had something to do with narcotics. Like he might have wanted you to be in a stupor. Even emotionally, he might have wanted you to be detached from reality. Okay. So the spirit work that you had to go through, because you're in a better place right now, but we're just reflecting over what you've been through, just sorting some thoughts, because you're not lost. Okay. Three of Spears, Two of Swords. This person looks like he's in a fetal position to stay balanced. Like by any means necessary, you did what you had to do to stay balanced. So this person thought they did a lot more damage than in reality, than what they did. So they really think they had you where they wanted you. They thought you were wrapped around their fingers, but you called on a higher power. You got in touch with your God, and your God came through. So I feel like with this Three of Spears in reverse, this is also a person who's balanced, but at the same time in reverse, it's unbalanced. So it seems like you tried to be strong, but deep down, that weakness was still there, that vulnerability was still there with the strength card in reverse. And so you needed to take a break. You might have gone through a psychotic break. You might have been in the hospital dealing with your mental health. If not, just spend some time focusing on it within the last few years. Okay, we have 10. We have 3. So yeah, I'm definitely saying at least 3 years ago, you really focused on your mental health. But this could have been something you've been battling for at least a decade now. But you're moving forward. So yeah, you definitely needed. You definitely needed help at some point, and it wasn't coming from their family or your family. I'm even feeling like the system that you went through for this support was not completely supportive. So you still had to work on your own. It came from your faith, ultimately, your passions. You decided to work for your love, basically work towards your love. There's a lot going on here. So it seems like you went through the system to get help, but the system, it just is incapable of giving you the light. The light comes from your work. And so you were able to tap into that knowledge of knowing that, you could be on disability and still not ever get better. You could be seeing doctors and never get help. So let's look more into this love, this passion of yours. It's still masculine energy. How did you change your thoughts from being fixated on your needing help? If you start a new relationship, he will be sad. So these messages are still coming from the past. This ex is so tied to you right now. This person is obsessed with you. They're coming in a reading right now. You may have even had some other readings where you're feeling like this person is being the one spoken about, and it's just like, get this person out of my life once and for all. He gets anxious, jealous if you talk to other guys. Jealousy, so much jealousy here. This person may be a Scorpio as well. Your communication goes beyond mere words, psychic connection. I feel like it's based on your psychic abilities that you attracted this person in the first place. They are so tied into your connection with yourself. How do you get rid of this person who is tied to yourself? This is not a person you want to be with. This is a person who is latched on, clinging, trying everything in their might to latch onto you. Physical connection, the sacred union of bodies two becoming one. It may have had something to do with intimacy. He might have connected to you through sexual relationships. All right, I'm definitely going to have to clarify these. Let's get a good shuffle. Like he was fighting you at some point. He might have been abusive. Yeah, put him in the hot seat and find out exactly where you need to cut the cord and then celebrate. Daydream. You're thinking about something more positive than this person. Yeah, it may just come from you just letting go altogether. The single dad, he may have started a new relationship and it's just not working out because he's mentally unwell. He has issues. So I feel like definitely you focusing on getting your diet together, what you want in life, focusing on what you want in life, focusing on celebrating your victories. And that's what's moving you forward. So you're not actually looking for a problem. You're not looking for this connection between the two of you. You're simply moving forward. And the more you focus on what you love, the good things that make you happy, red flags. The more you focus on, the less you focus on his issues, he's just going to kind of disappear. So as long as you think about him, he's going to have something to latch onto. That's what the psychic connection is. He's latching onto you, remembering him. Let go of him. I feel like there was a fear at some point that turned him on. You being afraid. It's like a habit of yours. Just being afraid of life or something. Is a healthy fear, but you got to turn it to something that actually works to your benefit. Like a damsel in distress. You're not that. You might have a adrenaline rush when you do something athletic, or you might like to watch horror movies or something like that. So I don't personally believe there's anything wrong with any emotion. It's just, the behavior that it provokes. Okay, and finally, yeah, so your work. I feel like I can go on and on with this reading. It's so interesting because this is tied down to another love. This is your work having something to do with this fear. And I feel like adrenaline rush has something to do with this as well. Come on, let's bring it home. Ten of Cups in reverse. All right, so this has to do with fantasy. You're fantasizing about some things. Keep it there. Keep it in the fantasy world. So you might be watching some conspiracy channels, getting real tied up into that, the excitement of things being different, another world out there, different possibilities. What this is doing is opening up your mind to new avenues, and you're going to fill that space with reality, possibly moving out of the country, learning a new language. developing a new skill and doing some work that you're passionate about that really requires labor, but you just love every moment of it. So if you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. What about this reading resonated with you? And I'll see you in the next one.